Some people live within their own circumstances. Some others rise above the ordinary. We continue our inspiring journey to salute the extraordinary Indians who are changing lives and making a difference. This week we bring you 3 inspiring stories of amazing Indians who have been pioneers of their kind. Meet the new age educator Kiranbir Sethi, who is busy empowering students through her I Can campaign. Get inspired by India's contemporary blind chess player Charudat Jadhav, who has successfully put his odds in a checkmate. Bride trafficking, the practice of enslaving and exploiting women in the name of marriage. Shafiq Khan has been fighting this social evil in the Mewat district of Haryana. Salwan Afternoon School in Delhi is abuzz with a flurry of activities. No, these students are not preparing for examinations. And no, they're not up to childish games. What they are doing is helping their counterparts from the government-aided school.
I know dance, so I think that I can teach them dance. Most of them, they are saying that we can't speak English properly. So according to me, how much I know, I'll teach them about that.
It's like a platform given to us so that we can prove to everybody, though we are small, but we have a great potential and we can prove you that what we can do.
Kids Taking Charge, a story that is being repeated in many schools all over the country and the world. Just 2 words have brought about a revolution.
I can. I can. I can. We can!
We need to get kids to start re-looking at this concept of that I can be the change. I'm not helpless, and just because I'm a child, it doesn't mean that I cannot drive change.
The I Can campaign's conviction echoes in the corridors of Riverside School in Ahmedabad. Founded by NID designer turned educationist Kiranbir Sethi in 2001.
I keep saying that my school is not really a school, it's really a lab. And the reason I use lab not flippantly or not as a medical experiment, it's really a space for learning. And I think what has happened over the last 11 years is that we have repeatedly embraced what the children keep telling us, that what they can do. And that then becomes the process of the I Can structure.
Kiran started the Design for Change process in 2009, encouraging children to voice their ideas for a better world. Soon, stories of change started pouring in from various corners.
If usage of plastic bags will stop, then it will make a great difference in India. And now we have decided to go to the vegetable vendors, and we have a lot of ideas to convince them. We are going to give them this type of cloth bag and tell them to use these kind of cloth bags.
Polythene ko roko, tabhi rahegi sarke sabhi clean.
design process is really 4 steps. You feel, and I think the first step of feeling is to recognize that you observe human patterns. The next step is imagine a way to make that situation better, then go out and do it, and then share it. Feel, imagine, do, share for me is a very simple way to look at the world, to identify what opportunities for change can emerge, and then to recognize you have the skills to go out and make a difference. The 4 steps help you go from can I to I can. And now when the share is telling us you can also. So when children share the story, somebody sitting all the way in Peru or somebody sitting in Indonesia is looking at a story from a little village in India and says, if they can do it, I can too.
DFC is a free initiative. Teachers can access the material online and initiate their children into the DFC process.
So I designed a website in which we put all the material open source. So we say anybody sitting anywhere in the world, if they want to make sure that the children can change the world, they can download, they can translate, they can make it their own, they can innovate with it. And that really became how it went across the world.
Change is going to be made, that is sure.
I think what's the best part is that we are today in a position to be inspired by the children again. And till now we recognize that our role models were depleting. We were not having the role models anymore. And this generation, unfortunately, doesn't look at Gandhiji as a role model because the gap is so wide. And for getting every child to find the Gandhi in them, and to find the, Martin Luther King in them or the Nelson Mandela in them is just the most amazing thing that we're seeing. So we're telling children, you don't need to wait for anybody. You are who you are waiting for.
3 years and 34 countries, the 2 magic words are taking over the world.
I can and you can, together we can be the change in the world.
In August 2012, India hosted its first ever blind chess Olympiad, otherwise mostly held in European countries. And it was all made possible because of the undying efforts of this unusual chess player, Charudat Jadhav.
I'm very proud, especially as an Indian, that India is hosting an Olympiad. But only organizing or hosting the event in India doesn't make us proud. It's a journey.
Charudat's journey into the world of chess began with a personal tragedy, but the game soon turned out to be a life changer for him.
I became blind when I was 13 years of old. So till 13 years I was mainly playing cricket, there was football. I didn't lose my vision suddenly, so it was kept deteriorating. So I started playing carom, and also I got attracted towards chess. 1985 the event which has turned my life. I consider it a turning point. This tournament it's a small tournament. It's a district level tournament, I can say. But I was the only blind chess player in that tournament, and all other players were sighted. I won that tournament, and that tournament has changed my attitude completely.
Life posed one challenge after another. Upon him came the responsibility of the entire family as his father lost his job.
When I entered into college after a gap of 1 year in 84-85, it was a very difficult situation. Financially, it was very bad. Plus, the treatment has cost a lot for us, and it was very difficult to even survive that time. And as I was, wanted to continue my education and also help my parents, and the additional responsibility because I was the eldest child in the family.
After a stint in the banking industry, a dissatisfied Charudat decided to explore the IT sector, confident that his visual impairment will not impede his growth. He now heads the Innovation Strategy Research and Development Division at Tata Consultancy Services.
I got a job in bank in 1989. That time my priority was to support my family. I joined as a telephone operator. But in back of mind, I was knowing that I'm not giving justice to my talent. So in 90s only I started acquiring the IT knowledge. I did my diploma in software programming. The amount of knowledge I acquired in the IT field, I was sure that if I enter into this field, I will definitely do well.
Simultaneously, Charudat continued his passion for chess. Having won several championships all over the world, he kept aside personal ambitions and established the All India Chess Federation for the Blind in 1997.
We are at par with sighted on the board, but in the infrastructure level, at the preparation level, we are far behind. We are not having sufficient technology support. We don't have the study literature in the accessible format, and these are the critical aspect. Because of that, we fall behind the sighted chess players. So I thought that if I pursue my chess player, this aspect will remain behind. So I took a decision that let's stop playing chess and focus on creating infrastructure, especially for the blind.
Speech F5, yes.
Okay, speech F5. यहाँ से भी speech आप बंद कर सकते हो.
Dedicated to the cause of blind chess, Charudat developed the world's first chess training software for the visually challenged.
2 और मैं अभी enter कर रहा हूँ. Talk 64 was one of my ambitious projects, which is outside my professional life. And now this is the only chess software for the blind in the world, where a blind person can play with computer independently. It will not only help you to play, it plays at Grandmaster level, 2600 level. Secondly, it provides all kinds of features which is available in the commercial software available for the sighted. Today it has been distributed to the players more than 30 countries, and it is available free of cost. And the feedback which I got in last 6 years after its launch in 2006 was tremendous.
Life has never been easy for Charudat Jadhav. Braving through his crest and troughs, he has checkmated all impediments to emerge as the true, unstoppable Indian. After the break, the tragic story of the Paros and Molkis of Haryana and the courageous attempt of a young man to rescue them.
इस तरीके का लड़का है और ऐसे लड़की चाहिए. आश्वासन देते हैं यहाँ के लोगों में भी कमी है, जिनके वहाँ पे संबंध भाई हम ये कर देंगे, तुम्हारा साथ देंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. बहुत साथ इस तरीके से लड़कियों को लाते हैं.
कोशिश किया था मेरे जेठ ने कि इसको बेच देंगे.
लड़का होने के बाद फिर धोखा दे दिया उसने और गांव में बेच दिया.
डल्ला लाए उसको ला के बेच दे. परेशान, बहुत परेशान.
The wrinkles on Fazila's face betray her troubled past. She was brought from Assam and sold to a disabled man in Haryana when she was barely 14 years old. The first of her several husbands.
1500 रुपया में बेच के गया। फिर मेरे बूढ़ा आदमी हाथ से रकम हाथ, फिर ऐसे ही मैंने मंजूरी बेलदारी करी, फिर मियाबाद में मारे कूटे बेदजाती करे।
Mariam too has undergone a similar nightmarish ordeal. Sold multiple times, subjected to sexual and physical violence.
ऐसे ये बासां से ले आया, लाकर ये बेच दिया मैं, और वहाँ पलवार साइड बेच दिए। पलवार साइड पे से 8-7 दिन रहते, और फिर वापस बेच दिए। फिर वापस 2-4 दिन रख लिया, फिर वापस फिर बेच दिया। यहाँ पे बेच दिया 8,000 रुपये लिए।
Fazila and Mariam were undergoing severe exploitation and abuse before they were rescued by this man. Shafiq Khan and his group empower people.
ब्राइड ट्रैफिकिंग एक फॉर्म है ट्रैफिकिंग का, जिसमें लड़कियों को खरीदने या बेचने के लिए शादी वर्ड का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, जहाँ पे ये कहा जाता है कि हम शादी करेंगे, और उसके बाद उन लड़कियों को ला करके और दूसरी जगह पे बेचा जाता है, या फिर और बॉन्डेड लेबर के जैसा काम लिया जाता है।
Used as sex slaves, sold and resold, these hapless victims come from vulnerable socio-economic backgrounds, an easy prey for bride traffickers.
ये शादी का नाम लेकर के और वो जो सेक्स रेशियो इम्बैलेंस है उसका नाम लेकर के ये बॉन्डेड लेबरर्स को पकड़ करके लाते हैं, इसके अलावा सेक्स ट्रेड में डालने के लिए लाते हैं। इसके अलावा क्या है कि वो घरों में अलग ग्रुप्स जो हैं फैमिली के, उनके यूज़ के लिए लाते हैं।
Shafiq has been fighting the cause of these trafficked women for the past 6 years.
बेटियां उठ रही हैं और समाज चुप है।
According to him, this practice is widespread.
जो इंटरस्टेट ट्रैफिकिंग है उसका डेस्टिनेशन जो है हरियाणा, पंजाब, राजस्थान, पश्चिमी उत्तर प्रदेश का इलाका है। जो इनका सोर्स एरिया है वो वेस्ट बंगाल है, बिहार है, झारखंड है, आसाम है।
गांव वाले ने इतना बड़ा काम किया कि पकड़ करके बंदे को पुलिस को दे दिया।
Empower People works at rescuing and rehabilitating these women.
वो उसके पास है और उसने
This is their modus operandi.
3 लेवल है हमारी पूरी टीम की। एक जो है कम्युनिटी वर्कर्स हैं, दूसरी जो टीम है वो है ये लीगल हेल्प देने वाली और काउंसलिंग करने वाली और अरेंज करने वाली। जो हिडन टीम है वो टीम है स्टिंगर टीम।
After locating the women, the next step is to rescue them from their owners.
पुलिस की भी मदद लेते हैं, लेकिन ज़्यादा फोकस हमारा होता है कि जो लोकल पंचायतें हैं या जो लोकल लेवल पे लोग हैं, जो प्रमुख लोग हैं, प्रबुद्ध लोग हैं, उनको कन्विंस करा जाए कि आपके गांव में, आपके मोहल्ले में एक लड़की के साथ ये जुल्म लगातार हो रहा है और आप चुपचाप बैठे हैं। तो ऐसे में लोग साथ आते हैं और फिर उस लड़की का रेस्क्यू का इंतज़ाम होता है। लेकिन रेस्क्यू का इंतज़ाम होने से पहले ही रिहैबिलिटेशन इंश्योर होता है।
Each woman has a tragic tale to tell.
हम जैसे बेइज्जती ना करें, गांव बस्ती में हमारे बेइज्जती इज्जत करें हमारी।
Their hopes rest with Shafiq Khan, who has been campaigning tirelessly to rescue them from the sinister world of crime in the name of marriage. We continue our journey next week as we bring you the story of our urban crusader Shweta Chari, who is reaching out to children through fun and play using toys. Get motivated by Jyoti Reddy, a daily wage laborer from India who went on to become a millionaire in the United States. And meet Mahantesh Mali and his unstoppable struggle for the rights of people suffering from HIV/AIDS.